Test, 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 test. Hello, everyone, and good evening from the Extreme Ice Center here in Charlotte. It's hockey night in Charlotte once again as your Charlotte 49ers will be taking on the Wake Forest Demon Decons. This is Greg Michopoulos joining you once again from Extreme Ice Center. Senior night here at Extreme Ice Center for the 49ers. A rematch from last Saturday where they played in Winston-Salem against Wake Forest. An 8-6 victory for the Demon Decons on the strength of 3 goals in a span of 56 seconds early on in the third period. 4 goals in a span of 2:57 total to build a 7-3 lead. A frenetic comeback by Charlotte fell just short as goals by Arnold, Salfia, and Miller each scored in the second half of the third period to make it a game. But a late empty netter sealed the deal, an 8-6 victory for Wake Forest. Last night, if you joined us, you saw Charlotte fall to South Carolina by a score of 5-3. The power play really was the key contributor for South Carolina. 3 of their 5 goals on the power play. So 2 straight losses for Charlotte coming off their win last Friday night against Charleston. And as they finish cutting the ice here, we will present you with the special ceremony for the seniors here in the house at Extreme Ice. We'll be right back with the senior presentation.
Accepting tonight's honors are his parents, Tom and Patty. Next, we'd like to recommend this senior, who's a fifth-year member of the team, and a former two-year team president. His dedication, intense focus, and determination has allowed him his own increase in the start this year. He is from Patterson, New Jersey, and has been in the state for a young paint driver before. He'll be graduating this spring with a degree in mechanical engineering and technology. We would like to congratulate number 30, Golden Jesus, Daniel Ritter, for his time. Accepting his parents, Lynn and Kevin. This senior is a fourth-year member of the team. His positive attitude, quick speed, versatility, and blue-collar work ethic has been a key component to his line of success this year. He's from Wilmington, North Carolina, where he's a member of the local Big Wave Riders Club. He'll be graduating this spring with a degree in English and a minor in technical writing. We'd like to thank number 17, Eric White, for his efforts to the UNCC hockey team. This senior is a third-year member of the team, two-year assistant captain, and the team president in the last two seasons. His work ethic, meticulous attention to detail, and selfless dedication has been an invaluable attribute to the team's success. He's from Fairfield, Connecticut, an executive board member for the Society of Assistant Engineers, founding member and treasurer of the Little Blueberry Hockey Club. He'll be graduating this spring with a degree in systems engineering and a minor in mathematics. We'd like to thank number 8, Mike Akalov, for his time. Accepting are his parents, Kathy and Tony. This senior is a 4-year member of the team and an assistant captain. His high-energy work ethic, enthusiastic attitude, and technical skill set made a very positive impact on the team. He's from Buffalo, New York, and a 2-year student government member, as well as an executive board member for the Kappa Sigma fraternity, where he's known as the Brad of all Brads. He'll be graduating this spring with a degree in mechanical engineering, concentrating in applied energy. We'd like to thank number 23, Mickey McAvoy, accepting his honors as parents, Amy and Pat. This senior is a third-year member of the team, a 2-year assistant captain. His diverse personality, work ethic, and admiration of his own passion are standout characteristics that have helped gain the respect of his teammates. He's from Lincoln Park, New Jersey, and a member of the Alpha Sigma Phi fraternity, where he holds the record for the most swole back. He'll be graduating this spring with a degree in finance. We'd like to congratulate number 74, Tom Gilmartin. Unfortunately, his parents cannot be here tonight, so accepting on their behalf are Kevin and Debbie Miller. And finally, this senior, 5th-year member of the team and team captain. Steadfast, even-keeled personality, professional approach to the game, and unwavering love for sports permeate among his teammates. He's from Raleigh, North Carolina, and a founding member of the Andrew Miller Fan Club. He has been a keystone in his team's offensive line for the past 3 seasons, having graduated this spring with a degree in mechanical engineering. We would like to thank number 77, Phil Arthur. Accepting tonight's honors are his parents, John and Anna. Thanks to all our Charlotte 49er seniors for all their efforts with the Decons Hockey Club.
And there you have it, the presentation of the senior class here for the Charlotte 49ers. Capping it off, Captain Phil Arnold. Centering that very dangerous top line, as you can see. Team picture with the senior class. And as the starting lineups being announced for visiting Demon Decons. as Corey Colangelo will start between the pipes, his 9th game of the season.
Number 12, Patrick Salvia. Number 23, Matt McCoy. Number 9, Andrew Miller. Number 74, Tom Gilmartin. And number 77, Phil Arnold. In goal, number 30, Daniel Ritter. And now we would ask that everyone please rise, move your hats for the play of our national anthem.
And we're just about ready to get underway here from Charlotte. Expect some physical action tonight. Again, these teams just met a week ago. 8 penalties in that game last week. So plenty of action, plenty of goal scoring happened. Look for more of the same tonight. And once again, coaching staff goes with their bread and butter. It's Salfia and McCoy on defense, along with the top line center by Phil Arnold. He'll be flanked by Gilmartin and Miller. And back in net, goalie Jesus, as they call him here with the 49ers, Daniel Ritter, back between the pipes. Ready to get things started and try to avenge last week's loss. For Wake Forest, we have Robertson centering this top line with McKean and Sovoletti. And we're underway. Gilmartin tips it all the way down. Hartung with it. Kept in the zone by McCoy. Miller in his skates, has trouble with it, gets it taken away. And Wake Forest looks to break out. Backhanded up the boards. Now Wake Forest, some speed shown by Solivetti. Shot easily covered by Ritter. Right into the crest of the 49er logo. Some good speed shown by Salvoletti. No stranger to the scoreboard. He's got 19 points in 17 games this season. Arnold kicks it back to Salfia. Hits the linesman, stays in the zone. Slap shot there. Paddle saved by Ritter. Bouncing puck eventually gets out of the zone. Now 2-on-1 possibly for McCoy. McCoy with Gilmartin. McCoy on the off wing. Shot, glove save. It goes into the corner. McCoy recovers it. Back to the point. Arnold, slap shot from there. Deflected wide. Miller tied up, and it's Kaloof out with it. Banks it off the boards, deflected nicely for Potts. Potts shadow looking for a pass. That gets blocked. Arden now behind his own net. He will scoop it all the way out safely as the 49ers try to get a change in. Wake Forest trying to catch him changing. Knocked down neatly by Salfia. Kept in the zone. As he bangs his man up against the board. That was Curtis. MacArthur. MacArthur gets taken down. That's going to be a penalty. Offensive zone penalty against Wake Forest. Curtis Golden will be called for hooking, and just a minute 23 into this one. The 49ers will go on the man advantage. And there you see, he gets taken down. MacArthur, maybe a little bit of selling on that. He stayed down for quite a bit. And Charlotte, with 2 power play goals last night against South Carolina, looked to keep the man advantage on fire. Draw one back. Burke to his brother Ryan. Down low on the half wall, back to Ryan. Again feeds it down low. Centering pass, paddle save. Whipped all the way around, and Sean Burke is able to keep it in. Good play by him. Diagonal pass, though, misses its mark. Root tries to get it out, and eventually Wake Forest does clear. Now it's Sean. Up the ice for Ray. Ray will dump it in. Angles in, actually, towards the net. Strong check by Weirden, but Wake Forest able to get it out of the zone. Retrieving it is White. Deeks one man, goes to Weirden. Weirden down the left wing. Hesitates, looking to make a play. His pass gets blocked. Gets it back, though. Gets it back to Ray. Back to Weirden. The shot just misses wide. Arnold along the half wall. Goes behind for Ray. Ray can't find anybody in front. Goes to the point, Burke. Burke with the wrist shot, looking for a deflection by Weirden. That misses everybody and allows Wake Forest to dump it all the way down. 40 seconds left on the man advantage as both teams get some fresh legs. Sean Burke. McCoy. Cross ice for Arnold. Goes to Gilmartin, but that misses its mark. Taken away by Robertson. And he'll eventually be able to clear this down off the stick of Salfia. And again, the 49ers have to regroup. Neat pass by McCoy up the middle for Arnold. Arnold gets taken off the puck. Now McCoy in with it. Looking for a backhander back to Arnold. Shot, score! Nifty pass. Matt McCoy supporting his man Arnold, goes behind the net, backhands it right in front. And it trickles in. And at 3:19 of the first, an early power play goal for Charlotte. Big boost for them early on. Kirishima with his first shift on the ice. Pass gets taken away, and here comes Wake Forest right back. Coming in, nice back check by Kirishima to break that up, as Curtis looked like he had an open opportunity to get in on Ritter. Kirishima checks back behind his own net. Tried to go up the boards, but gets gloved down. Centering pass, nobody there but Broski. Broski, touch pass to MacArthur. MacArthur to Aquila. Off his stick and into the corner it goes. Delayed offside. Charlotte has to tag up. Demon Deacons looking to break out of their zone. Sharp pass there. Now they cross the line. It's Golden. Golden with the wrist shot. Ritter has it. Wasn't quite sure of it. Looked like it got him in the pad just underneath the glove. But he's able to smother that one. As Golden came in with speed across the blue line. Nice breakout by Wake Forest. Be Karras on the draw for the Demon Deacons. Aquila gets taken out of the face-off dot because of the delay of getting Maragdo out there. That shot gets blocked. Now Sean Burke has it. All the way up to MacArthur. 3-on-2 if Charlotte hurries. MacArthur, nice move around his man as Robertson went for the stick check and missed, but then is able to get rid of him. Now centering pass in front of the net. Turnover. Demon Deacons get it out. It's McKean. McKean a 2-on-1. Cross ice, beautiful stick play. Ryan Burke. Now delayed call against Charlotte for a slash, but Ryan Burke breaks up that 2-on-1. Just reaches out with a stick to get a piece of that pass. But a slash on the back check, and now it's the Demon Deacons at 4:39 of the first. And they'll go to the power play to see if they can't even things up. Karras with Salviletti and McKean, the forward lineup for them. Salviletti, he's muscled into the boards by Ray, but Wake Forest able to keep it in just for a second. It goes off the shin guard of McKean and intercepted by Williams all the way down. So far, so good early on this penalty kill for the 49ers. Charlotte with a 1-1-2 penalty kill there through the neutral zone. Wake Forest able to break through. Goes far side. Look at what possible one-timer. No, he passed it up. Cross-ice pass broken up by Salfia. Williams chasing, tried to get out of the zone, but kept in. Skating in, opportunity. There's Ritter with safe. Rebound was there. McCoy swept it aside. Salviletti had a yawning net to look at, but Matt McCoy saves the goal. Karras with the initial shot, low to the left pad of Ritter. And now Weirden takes advantage. He's going to draw a tripping. So the initial pass by Wake Forest hits the linesman. Fortunate break for the 49ers. Weirden takes control of the puck. There you see getting tripped down. That'll do it for Wake Forest power play. So we'll play the next 58 seconds at 4-on-4. So it'll be White and Weirden with Gerasimu and Burke. Or pardon me, Gerasimu and Broski. That shot off the pad and goes wide. Weirden keeps it in. He battles two Demon Deacons, and eventually it's Brown with it. Brown just chips it out of the zone. No icing here. Gerasimu to White, and now to Broski with speed. Broski trailed by Weirden. Broski hesitates, looking to make a pass, gets blocked. Broski still with it. Cross-ice, Gerasimu with dangerous play, though. Man all over. That could have been a breakaway the other way. Weirden controls, tries to get it out in front, taken away. Wake Forest breaking out with it. Losing his edge. Oh, great save by Ritter, and the net goes flying off as Tyler Potts goes into the net. Gerasimu lost an edge, and that led to that opportunity for the Demon Deacons at 4-on-4. Here you see it. He just flat out loses an edge right there, opens the door for Potts to go to his backhand. Ritter with the strong shoulder save on the near post. And the net goes flying off. Just 4 seconds before Charlotte takes the power play. Arnold takes over with speed, has room, but he mishandles the puck. It'll be dumped all the way back down on net. As Charlotte will have a short power play. 50 seconds left on this man advantage. McCoy dances around Karras. Here's Arnold. Chases that down. Stops on a dime. Feeds Gilmartin. Gilmartin looking for Miller. That's intercepted and sent all the way down. You have to know Wake Forest is going to be keeping their eye on Miller. Miller with a hat trick last week against them. They don't want to give him any room. Aggressive forecheck by Wake Forest so far. That pass misses Arnold. Kept in just for a second, but eventually dumped all the way down. Just 10 seconds left on this abbreviated power play. Southfield for Gilmartin. Tries a touch pass, but misses Arnold and Miller. That's scooped all the way out, right to the blue line. Kept in by Gilmartin. Still in the zone by Gilmartin. Now McCoy helps out. McCoy breaks in on the off wing. Builds a wall, tries to center, it gets blocked. Now reversing field is Wake Forest, and it's Robertson. He goes up the wall with it. Taken by Bibo. Now Baldwin just dumps it behind the net. McCoy with it. He settles things down. Goes for Miller. looking for cross-ice Gilmartin. Eventually gets to him after it was blocked initially. And now Gilmartin and Robertson go to the behind the net. Gilmartin levels a man behind the net. It was Bebo trying to catch Gilmartin looking at the puck. Gilmartin lowered the boom. Now Charlotte in their own zone. There's a giveaway by Williams. Opportunity here for the Demon Deacons. Around the net goes Adams. Adams out to the point. Wrist shot from there. Goes all the way through. Blocked it initially. Second one goes just wide. Trickles just left of Ritter's pad. Here's Adams again. Adams out to the point. It's Hartong. Back to Adams. Now goes behind the net. Along the goal line. Curtis all the way around, but Miller's the only one there. Miller finds Williams. Miller goes for a change. Williams with Hartong. Kept in the zone by Ibrahim. Wake Forest gets it out. No icing here. Broski collides with Adams. Adams comes away with it. Centering pass in front. Backhander saved by Ritter. Karras with the backhander. Streaking in off the bench. And now another turnover for Charlotte. Good stick work again. Ryan Burke with his second nice play of the first period. To break up that would have been a 2-on-1, possibly all alone in front, 1-on-1, if he doesn't get a stick on it. Now it's Mueller. Cross ice misses his man. This should be icing, and it is. Looks like McKean was going to beat it. Wake Forest not happy about it. It looked like he may have had a step on Girasimu. Just past the halfway mark of the first. And the early power play goal still holding up for the 49ers. Not a whole lot of chances for either team since the opening exchange. And Brown looking for an explanation on the icing. Aquila wins it back to Girasimu, but he can't hold it in. Girasimu's pressured, and he gives it away. McKean. Wake Forest cycles. It's Karras. Karras, Aquila takes him off the puck. Salvaletti. Nice touch pass by Salvaletti. Now tries to go to the front of the net. Good defense by Girasimu, blocking that centering pass. Up the boards it goes MacArthur. Takes control, gives it away. That looked like it came out, and it did. Robertson tried to keep it in, but it definitely snuck over the blue line. Good shift for the Demon Deacons to keep the pressure on. Face-off won by Curtis. All the way back into his own zone. Reversing field is LaRoe. Back up towards Demon Deacons. Tries to get a streaking pass to Curtis, but that gets blocked. Curtis eventually backhands it all the way in. McCoy pressured, gets around his man. Golden was putting pressure on him. Golden still hounding him. Charlotte gets it out, but again turned over to neutral zone. A strong play, Maragno with it. Maragno is off wing. Wrist shot just high and wide. Tried to go near post on Colangelo. Wake Forest brings it back. Stick work, nicely done, score! Some nifty stick work by Golden. And tucks it in 5-hole. Seemed relatively harmless. 3-on-3 across the line, but there's the move. And then a nifty little shot to beat Ritter 5-hole. And with 8:29 left in the first, Demon Deacons have tied it up at 1. Curtis Golden had a great opportunity earlier on in the first and was denied by the stick of McCoy. This time makes no mistake. Baldwin goes around. Whipped around once again. This time it's LaRoe. LaRoe still with it. Goes into the slot area. Sticked over into the corner by Ritter. LaRoe centering pass off the stick of Burke. Sean Burke sweeps it all the way around for Weirden. Kept in. Now Ryan reverses field. Weirden, little touch pass, doesn't get out. Turnover again in the slot. Weak shot attempt. Ritter has seen enough as the 49ers hemmed in their own zone. He'll just cover that one up. Try to let his team regroup as Wake Forest putting on the pressure. 2 minutes ago, it didn't seem like either team was getting that many opportunities, and suddenly Wake Forest all over the 49ers. Up the boards, hits a stanchion, comes out to the slot area. And a heads-up play by Broski to get that out of the harm's way. Pitchforked all the way down diagonally by Gilmartin. Around the boards, Potts. He's pressured by Gilmartin. Potts now behind his net trying to get some room. Scooped out, and Wake Forest breaks out with it. That's going to be no icing, though. It looked like it was going to be icing initially. Hirosimu, Potts all over him. Hirosimu still with it. He gets bodied off the puck. Hard by Kaloof. All the way in front of the net, score! Duncan Brown from the slot, nobody on him. There's the backhand pass out to Brown. High blocker side on Ritter. And just like that, Wake Forest has a lead 2-1. The physicality of the Demon Deacons causing turnovers for Charlotte. And over the last few minutes, having a difficult time getting it out of their own zone. So a good stretch of play by Wake Forest here of late. Let's see how the 49ers respond. Anticipated well by Salfia, but again, turned over the neutral zone. Spin around backhand pass by Karras. Can't find his man. Salfia hits him, but turnover again. That shot blocked by McCoy. McCoy, another turnover. Karras. Savaletti. Another chance in front of the net. Ritter with a strong pad save as McKean was all alone. Another turnover. That shot goes wide. Trying to beat Ritter on the far side. Wrist shot blocked by Ibrahim. Puck will stay in. Around the boards. McKean. McKean tries to wrap around Ritter. Holds strong on the right post. And Wake Forest dominating play now over the last few minutes. Ritter forced to make a few strong saves from point-blank range. As Wake Forest having an easy time in the slot area right now, finding all kinds of open space. Charlotte's going to have to tighten that up. McCoy pitchforks it all the way down and will not check up. Does go all the way down for icing. With 5:57 left here in the first. So Aquila with Maragno and MacArthur. Draw one by Curtis. McCoy loses control to Curtis, to Adams, back to Curtis. Curtis again, centering pass goes off a skate. Curtis goes after it again and trickles just wide of the far post. Off a skate in front. And Wake Forest continues to put the pressure, hemming Charlotte in their own zone. Now finally a turnover in the offensive zone, but Aquila gets it taken away. MacArthur with some nice work with his skates to keep it in. And a whistle away from the play. Charlotte had possession. Maragno got tangled up with someone. And it looks like Maragno's going to go to the box. And he is indeed. Wake Forest also getting a man in the box, though, so this will be looks like it'll be 4-on-4 hockey. As he got tangled up in front, Maragno no stranger to physicality. As of now, Charlotte has 5 men on the ice. They're going to have to take somebody off. And they do. It'll be 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. As Maragno and Hartong. So some open ice. See if either team can take advantage of it. Sean Burke, wrist shot off the outside of the post. Wake Forest behind their own net. Pressured by White. Up the boards and out. Sean Burke, cross ice to White. White just gets taken off the puck. Weirden in the corner. He can't find it. Out comes Wake Forest. Weirden across to Sean Burke. Has some room, skates it in. Weak shot there. He gets leveled as he takes the shot on net. As Colangelo easily gloved that down. That pass misses, and it's Ryan Burke. They'll feed. Sean looking for Weirden. That misses. And again, Wake Forest breaks in. Slick pass by Brown, a self-pass off the boards, but Weirden blocks his pass. Weirden pressured, Kaloof. Back to Brown, now back to Kaloof, and he scores! Wake Forest, 4-on-4 goal. Eric Kaloof, his 7th of the season, wires it over the glove of Ritter, and it's a 3-1 game. Well, we saw it last week. Wake Forest can score in bunches. 4 goals in a 3-minute stretch led to their victory last week back in Winston-Salem. And they scored 3 over the last 5 minutes of this first period. Take a lead and another turnover. Look out. Wrist shot misses just wide. That was Potts. And again, the turnovers rearing their ugly heads here in Charlotte. Here's Simu. Tried to get it over to Miller, but it hit Arnold's skate, and instead backs home Wake Forest. It's McKean. Tries a centering pass. Ritter, good stick by him, diving across to break up that chance. That pass misses. This will be icing. With 6 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Daniel Ritter taking matters in his own hands. Diving out with the stick to break up another golden opportunity for the Demon Decons. Arnold gets taken out of the face-off dot. Miller will go ahead and take this against Karras. Karras wins it back to the point. Wrist shot blocked. Now 2-on-2 breakout. Arnold with Miller. Teams are now at full strength. Miller shot gets blocked into the corner. Arnold can't control. Wake Forest goes bouncing puck up the boards. McCoy, solid job of keeping it in. And the Demon Decons come away with it again. And now it's speed through the neutral zone. Look out, Karras. Salfia finally slows him down, but then turns it right back over to Karras. Miller to Gilmartin. Gilmartin slick play to beat Robertson. Gilmartin, crossers pass, score! Tom Gilmartin, great individual effort, took the pass from Miller in his own zone. Goes around his man, saucer pass to a charging Matt McCoy, who one-times it against the grain past Colangelo. And with 2:42 left here in the first, Charlotte's back to within 1. Fantastic individual effort by Gilmartin to lead to that scoring chance. And McCord makes no mistake with it. Williams taken out of the play. Salfia. Fawcett gets it around his man. Williams will just dump it all the way around. There's Ibrahim with a man charging him. Ibrahim. Williams gives chase in the far corner. Wake Forest takes control. Out they come. Off a skate. Golden couldn't handle it. Now Golden does battle. Golden still comes away with it. Cross ice pass just misses Adams. Adams hounded by Williams. Salfia now takes control. He gets it out of the zone. But Wake Forest again comes right back. Excuse me. Salfia. He'll give chase. Now it's Maragno looking to throw it out in front. Misses. Salfia, who's trying to get back in position. Now it's MacArthur. Redirects one into the corner. Maragno goes after it. Maragno still has it. Great job by Maragno. Trying to center it in front. Misses MacArthur. A couple of bodies collide heavily on the half wall. Still going at it is Maragno. Aquila can't get it. Now it's Ryan Burke up to MacArthur. To Maragno. Maragno, a solid check at center ice. Mueller came across, lined him up. Separates him from the puck. MacArthur now breaking in. Feeds it over to Burke. Centering pass. Aquila can't handle it. MacArthur. Wrist shot. Knocked down in front. And away comes Wake Forest with it. Wake Forest trying to get a change in. Both teams looking to make a change. There's a shot on goal by Burke. Hit Colangelo up high. That one misses Burke. As Wake Forest tries to get a dangerous opportunity out of nothing. Potts. White and Potts go at it. Ryan Burke picks up. Burke, a dangerous pass out in front. Turned over again. Backhand feed in front. Tied up in the skates. Shot is blocked. That one off the stick of the referee. And into the corner goes Weirden and Potts. Weirden takes his man out, and that'll do it for the period. Another dangerous play. Needlessly set in front of the net. Charlotte escapes. But after one, we said it earlier, look for a high-scoring game. And this game has not disappointed as of yet. After one, Wake Forest 3, your 49ers 2. We'll be right back with the second period. And we're back here moments away from the second period. Charlotte down 3-2. We'll show you their first goal of the game. And here it is. The drop pass right there by McCoy. Arnold, you see the puck trickle just over the line. As Colangelo got a piece of it, but snuck through the wickets. And down 3-1. Charlotte again putting pressure on to get back in this one. Beautiful play by Gilmartin, and here the cross-ice saucer pass over to McCoy, who buries it from the slot, came in from his defense position to get the Niners within one, and that's where we stand, 3-2. Wake Forest as we're underway here in the second. Simple dump in back and forth. Potts dumps it. Gilmartin off a linesman's skate. Gilmartin muscles his way past. Tries to center, but gets blocked. Blake Mueller stick down, breaking up that chance. Kaloof, he has a goal tonight. Dumps it in. Ritter has trouble with it in his skates, but helped out. Pitches it up for Miller, just couldn't come up with it. Around the boards, Gilmartin keeps in. Centering pass off the stick of Colangelo. McCoy down for Miller. Now to Gilmartin. Backhand pass looking for Arnold. But he's covered, and now it's dumped all the way down by Kaloof. And that will end up on net, no icing. Both teams trying to make a change. McCoy to Salfia. Drop pass, MacArthur back to Salfia. Salfia, nice move. Salfia center press in front. Backhander just misses by Maragno, who had the back post open. Couldn't quite turn the blade over and get it on net. Up the boards, MacArthur chips it out. MacArthur keeps possession of it. MacArthur across the line. Nifty move around the man. Backhander off the shoulder of Colangelo. Aquila tries to bounce it off, and the net comes off. Boy, what an opportunity. Max MacArthur has been on fire of late. Beautiful move there. Gets the backhander off the shoulder on the near post of Colangelo. Keeping it a 3-2 lead. Great start for Charlotte, just a minute 38 into the second. Aquila wins it back. Wrist shot just wide. Wired by Ryan Burke. Tried to go blocker side on Colangelo. Kept in the zone, Maragno. Can't cradle the puck. Aquila pressures, but Wake Forest will come away with it. McKean, nice move around Burke. Watch out, opportunity here. Great play again. Ryan Burke has been fantastic on defense. That was a 3-on-1. Gets his stick down to break that chance up. And now MacArthur on the counterattack. Stays with it, tried to cycle, but it's intercepted by Karras. Wake Forest comes out with it. So Ryan picking up his brother Sean, who tried to challenge the play, missed it. But Ryan Burke, his third. Beautiful play defensively. Now White. MacArthur to the point. Diagonally sent in. Weirden can't get to it. Robertson does. And now Curtis. Up the boards and out. Strong play thus far for Charlotte. Girasimu has Golden all over him. Turns it over. Keeps possession of it, though. Nice work to Weirden. And Charlotte breaks out with it. White. Wrist shot. Sticked away easily by Colangelo into the netting. For an offensive zone draw for Charlotte. Here's White. You might as well send it in. You're going 2-on-4 across the line. No other real option there. Gets it on net. Gets an offensive zone draw. And see if the 49ers can't tie this game up. It's White with Ray and Weirden. Face-off drawn back. Baldwin misses the mark. Intercepted at the red line. Leroux. Fan on the wrist shot, but kept into the zone by Wake Forest. Swept aside. Ray comes away with it. Looking for Weirden. Weirden not playing the puck there, just takes the man. And he's going to take a penalty. Weirden had a chance to play the puck. Had his mind set. Ray will touch it up, but this is going to be a penalty on Weirden for roughing. So chance here for Wake Forest to regain their 2-goal lead. Weirden got a piece of the pass, tried to chip it around the man. Went off a skate, had a chance to play it. But too late, had already taken the man, didn't have the puck, and got him up high. Wake Forest wins it back, it's LaRoe. Diagonal pass to Potts, back to LaRoe. LaRoe from the point, wrist shot, looking for a deflection, but it's intercepted. And out of the zone it comes. Ray, some fancy footwork, loses it, but eventually dumped right back in by Salfia. Colangelo misses the puck behind the net. Williams goes down, loses a glove. As Wake Forest breaks in, it's Mueller across the line. Goes behind the net, he goes down. No call this time. Turned over again. It's Kaloof. He goes down to the ice hard. Back to the point is Root. Back to Kaloof. Cross ice pass. Wrist shot from the point. Gets all the way through Ritter with a nice save. And pitchforked out to the blue line. Linesman says it stays in, but eventually Charlotte gets it all the way down. There's still a loose glove on the ice. That belongs to one of the Demon Deacons. Mueller. Soft pass to Kaloof. Kaloof now builds up some speed through the neutral zone, gets bodied up right at the blue line. Puck stays in though. Arnold pressures Karras. They play catch. It's Root. Cross ice pass right on the tape. Wrist shot is blocked. Demon Deacons holding possession. Root again. Backhander pass to Karras. Karras skates in. Karras with some room now. Wrist shot saved by Ritter. Rebound bouncing over the stick. Still loose in front of the net. Swept aside. Karras with it again. Power play is over, but Wake Forest still has possession in the offensive zone. Broken up by Burke again. Burke, though, his stick gets tangled up with the ref. Cross ice pass, deflection over the net. Salvaletti. Charlotte scrambling, and Ryan Burke again takes the puck away. Up the boards, trying to find MacArthur, but it's kept in by Root. Paddled away by Ritter. Adams trying to find Root. Root dumps it in deeper. A long shift in their own zone for Charlotte. Centering pass taken away again by Burke. And the 49ers eventually break out with it. Now Burke circles back, though, and finds Arnold. Arnold, nice little touch pass. Here's MacArthur. On the wing, shot stopped by Colangelo. Rebound swept, but here's MacArthur again with it. Fighting 1-on-4 as the rest of the 49ers were trying to get a change. And Golden dumps in for Wake Forest. Girasimu. Adams blocks that outlet pass. Adams and Girasimu behind the net. Adams still with it. Goes up to the point for Robertson. Wrapped all the way around. Off the stick. Up the boards. Kept in again by Wake Forest. Borowski with a nice collision with Curtis. Up the boards, off a skate now. The 49ers break out. They have a chance of a 2-on-1 if they hurry. White, oh, and it's offside. And Morano gets absolutely dumped. After the whistle, both officials looking on. Looking to see if there's going to be a call here. That came well after the whistle for the offside. And It was ruled offside. And yes, they are going to come out to the neutral zone. No penalty call on that play somehow. Must say I'm rather shocked. As that came a good 2 seconds after the offside whistle. Good play by Weirden to knock that outlet pass by Robertson. Keep it in the zone. Weirden to the point. Back in, but intercepted all the way down. This will be icing as Broski wins the race with Baldwin. So 7:30 gone by here in the second. Still 3-2. 49ers had the advantage early on, took a penalty, and then had a very long shift in their own zone. They escaped it without any more harm done. And the coaching staff still questioning and what do we have here? Looks like Maragno's gone to the box. And I would have to think this is some sort of unsportsmanlike conduct for Maragno after getting dumped with no call. It'll remain 5-on-5, so Maragno's going to get what looks to be a 10-minute misconduct. For mouthing off, I would presume. Can't really blame him, though. He got absolutely dumped in front of the net. Well after a whistle, nothing gets called, but he's going to be sitting in the box for quite some time. White to Girasimu. Finds Ray. Ray, White in front of the net one time, or didn't get all of it. He was tapping his stick, looking for that pass. Baldwin gets it out. Wake Forest trying to break through. But Weirden does a nice job to break things up at the blue line. Now Weirden collects that pass. Weirden dances around his man. Weirden still behind the net. Centering pass all the way through. Look out, Girasimu with wrist shot for the point. Paddle save. Colangelo swept that one aside. Golden opportunity. And it is indeed a 10-minute time. This will be icing against Charlotte. Look, Girasimu with a great chance from the high slot with the wrister. Solid save by Colangelo, blockering that one aside. So back and forth. Each team seems to be going through spurts of about 2-3 minutes where they have the advantage. And the other team's responding. Ray crosses the red line and dumps it all the way in. Pressured, big collision by Arnold, who was all over LaRoe. Arnold, though, stuck in the offensive zone, has to hustle out as Charlotte tries to gain offensive zone presence. Gilmartin. Miller's tangled up. Miller now talking to the official about it. And out comes Kaloof. Kaloof building speed. Gilmartin gets in his way. Puck bounces up in the air. Kaloof still able to get it in the offensive zone, but taken away by Salfia. Salfia, across the blue line they go. This will be offside. And Miller looking for a penalty for a slash as he came across the zone. Explaining to the referee exactly what happened. I think he took a slash hard, overhand slash on the wrists. But to no avail. Mueller. Gilmartin all over him. Gets pushed off the puck. Kaloof angles it out. Charlotte looking to regroup. McCoy's pass goes off the skate of Potts. Opportunity there, but Arnold comes through in front of the net. Gilmartin can't handle that one. It goes all the way down, but this will check up. No icing here. As Mueller seeks refuge behind his own net, gets it all the way out. McCoy tries the diagonal pass, goes into the netting. This will be a neutral zone faceoff at 10:19 left here in the second. Still 3-2 Wake Forest. And for some reason, they're calling this an offensive zone draw for Wake Forest. Looked like McCoy was in the neutral zone when he dumped that one into the netting. So a little bit of a break for Wake Forest. Got to hope if you're Charlotte, they don't take advantage. McCoy up for Miller. Hard up against the boards, but stays in. McCoy to Salfia. Gil Martin gets a piece of it. Salfia charges in. Salfia moves in, looking for Miller in front of the net, misses it. And now Miller gets swiped at in front of the net by Solvaletti. Still no call. Would have liked to seen Salfia maybe take that shot. He looked like he had a great opportunity on his off wing. That one trickles in, and Colangelo covers. But Salfia may have been better served to take that shot. Skated all the way in, past the face-off dot. Decided at the last second to pass it over to Miller, but he was tangled up. And here you see that opportunity. He had room to shoot it. Tried to go back post. Face off one back. Burke blocked hard off the shins of Karras, and Karras breaks out. Karras with speed across the blue line. Little toe drag, that gets broken up, and here's Fawcett. Counterattack for Charlotte. 3-on-2 if they hustle. Fawcett up the boards. Centering pass, oh, that misses Williams, and now counterattack for Wake Forest. Karras, blocker side with a purpose. Was Ritter with that save into the corner. Wake Forest comes right back. Karras, cross-ice pass, shot blocked. Up the boards, and here's Fawcett again. Fawcett with Root in front of him. Goes around Root. Fawcett, another centering pass, again looking for Williams. Again, he can't quite get it. Wake Forest, that's a turnover. Ibrahim, though, tired legs, going for a change. Back comes Wake Forest. Adams with it, cross ice. Oh, nice save with the left pad by Ritter. Going against the grain. Moving left to right. Try to shoot it back to the left of Ritter. Ryan Burke regains control across the blue line. Golden up for Adams. Aquila separates him from the puck. Broski, touch pass to MacArthur. Angles that one deeper. McCoy checks Mueller, but he gets it over to Golding. That one goes out of the zone, but no icing here. Yerasimu. Up and turned over again. And needless icing. Unforced error by Hartong there. Icing with 7:45 left in the second. Charlotte getting some scoring chances, unable to capitalize as of yet. Strong shift by Fawcett to lead to a couple of those, but his passes were offline. Looking for Williams. Aquila turns that one over to Adams. And back comes Curtis. Charlotte has numbers back. That one all the way in on net, and the net comes off. Seemed like a harmless play. But that puck ends up trickling on net on Ritter. And just over the net, he gets his blocker up on it. But the net comes off. So a quick turnaround by Wake Forest. But Ritter holds strong. Keep this in one goal game. Wake Forest threatening LaRoe in front of the net. Misses everybody. MacArthur, backhand pass up for McCoy. McCoy just fires it in off the stick of Colangelo. Kept in by MacArthur. MacArthur using his skates. Root eventually gets him off the puck. Scooped out of the zone. That's going to be offside on Wake Forest. They're going to have to touch back up. Baldwin was in well offside. McCoy. Good stick by LaRoe. MacArthur all by himself as Charlotte goes for a save. MacArthur, though, makes a nice move. MacArthur with the shot. Colangelo the save. Rebound. Tries to tuck it in behind. Nice save again by Colangelo. He gets absolutely dumped behind the net. MacArthur gets absolutely hammered by Mueller, and Colangelo smothers the puck as all that happened behind the net. There you see trying to center it, and then there he goes getting absolutely knocked down to the ice. And Colangelo wasn't quite sure, but he did have it in his pads. So MacArthur didn't have the puck, but still no call made. Wrist shot deflected in, still loose in front. What a sprawling save by Colangelo. Weirden had an opportunity. This is offside. The puck just crossed over the blue line. Colangelo sprawling out to his right. Deflected shot by Burke at the point. There's Weirden in front. But the right arm of Colangelo keeps it a 3-2 game. And Weirden still can't believe it. Huge chance. Goes by the wayside. Charlotte has had the better of play here in the second. Weirden again pressures. He's all over Robertson. Muscles him off the puck. Centering pass. All the way through. Slap shot just wide. Salfia with a blast. Wake Forest dumps it all the way down. No icing. Salfia gets hammered by Potts. Backhand pass off a stick, and eventually Charlotte breaks out with it. But turned back over at the red line. Now look out. Here's Kaloof. Kaloof. Save made. The puck just misses on the far post. Centering pass broken up by White. He gets tripped up, and no call is made. The turnover deflected in on net on Ritter. Rebound on the other side. Swept aside by the 49ers. Robertson from the point blocked. And now whistle blown. Looks like the net came off the moorings, but a couple of questionable non-calls here over the last several minutes. Wake Forest getting away with a few plays that neither team was getting away with in the first period, so the referee's letting them play. Which is a little bit surprising considering what started all this was Maragno getting taken down after the whistle, and he's still in the box. McKean. McKean again with it, goes back to the point. Here's Root. Diagonal pass for McKean. Charlotte all over, but again, opportunity for McKean, can't come up with it. Finally, Charlotte gets possession. Cross ice, Miller. Tries to saucer pass. Look out. Burke goes flying in towards the net. As Miller tried a little saucer pass, but just out of the reach of Burke. And Colangelo smothers it. 4:49 left here in the second. Top line out with Ryan Burke and Borowski at defense. And Wake Forest takes control. Hard up around the boards, kept in the zone by Burke. Looking for Arnold, misses him. That one scooped up into the netting and out of play. Souvenir for some of the fans as they'll retrieve another puck from the scorer's box. Charlotte changes D pairings. Sean Burke with Gearsimu. Arnold to Gilmartin, tries a quick wrist shot. That gets blocked by Root and eventually swept all the way out of the zone. No icing here. Gearsimu up, misses Gilmartin. Both teams exchanging dump-ins from the neutral zone back and forth. Gilmartin finally finds some room, scoops it all the way across the ice. A leaping play. Miller's actually offside. Leaping play by Mueller to get just enough of that puck before Miller crosses over the line in an offside position. Charlotte loves that cross-ice dump in, looking for Miller to use his speed. Mueller not fooled and gets a piece of it. Arnold tries to play it forward, gets a piece of it twice, but Mueller comes away with it, gets checked by Arnold. Gilmartin looking for Miller, goes off a skate, and back comes Potts. Potts separated from the puck by Girasimu. Root just over the stick of Gilmartin. Scooped all the way down. Pitching wedge there by Arnold. Miller gets a piece. Look out. Slap shot blocked. Another shot. Score! Turnover by Wake Forest. Leaves you a chance. There's a shot by Arnold. Looks like it may have gone off one of the defensemen. It fools Colangelo. And the 49ers have come back to tie it at 3. Well, we've been saying for the last few minutes, Charlotte has had the better of the chances. Kept the puck in the offensive zone. Had some scoring chances. And that one, what seemed like a harmless wrist shot, looks like it went off of one of the defensemen's bodies. And fools Colangelo. So just like that, 3:26 remaining here in the second, tied at 3. Which is exactly how these two teams matched up a week ago. They were tied at 3 after 2. McCoy with the backhander doesn't get it all the way out. Kept in by Adams. He's pressured by MacArthur. MacArthur, that one eventually goes out of play. Into the Demon Deacons bench. Puck will stay in the defensive zone of the 49ers. Aquila and Curtis on the faceoff. Curtis wins it back. They say Miller is giving credit for the goal. Looks may have gotten a piece of it on the shot by initial shot by Arnold. Adams takes it from Salfia, and now Golden across the line. Golden with a nice move. Golden has room. Wrist shot just wide. Looking far post on Ritter. And Charlotte breaks back out with it. Collision there. McCoy with Hartong. Now Robertson. McCoy forechecking. Takes it away. Save press in front. What a pad save on the one-timer. McCoy to MacArthur. Sprawling left pad save. And then able to dive on top of it. Great individual effort by McCoy behind the net to take it from Robertson. Did everything right but put that one home. Fawcett gets tied up on the draw. Mueller comes away with it. He builds speed, tries to go up the boards, and there's another one into the netting and into the crowd. So face off again in the offensive zone for Charlotte with 2:19 to play in the second. Fawcett, Ibrahim, and Williams. And Wake Forest comes away with it. Looking for a breakaway was McKean. Just out of his reach. Ritter plays it behind his net to the other side. Wrist shot for the point. Well, makes it all the way through to Ritter. Makes the pad save. Scooped out. And back comes Charlotte. Fawcett. He does battle. Ibrahim gets hammered behind the net. Probably a good thing that he went down before the check came. Fawcett with a solid check causes a turnover. Fawcett from down on the ice makes a play over to Williams. Williams gets muscled off the puck. Ibrahim tries to pass it out back to the D. Wake Forest looking to break out though. McKean 3-on-2 across the line. McKean centering pass. That shot goes well wide. Bounces to the other side of the net. Wake Forest still with possession. That shot goes high and wide. Delayed penalty against Charlotte. Mueller walks the line. Wrist shot. Possession, but no possession. Does not go in. Wake Forest had a golden opportunity to tuck that one in. And somehow it stays out of the net. On a delayed call. Looked like Salfia may have gained possession to blow the play dead. But there you see Ritter diving on top of it in his crease. With just 1:15 left in the second. You don't often see that from a goaltender diving behind him to keep the puck out. I was a little bit surprised they didn't blow the play dead when Salfia got it off his skate and his stick. But now Wake Forest on the power play. Centering pass blocked on the pass. Charlotte breaks away. Weirden loses an edge. Would have been 2-on-2 across the line. That one gets deflected into the 49er bench. So Williams takes a cross check. Offensive zone drawing the penalty kill for Charlotte. Mueller goes behind his net. Kaloof. A little bit too far in front of his man, but Wake Forest gets it in the zone safely. Potts circles. Back to Kaloof. Kaloof at the point. Mueller, slap shot, rips one, gets deflected wide. Kaloof down deeper. Pressured by McCoy. Now Potts around the net. Potts back to the point. It's LaRoe. Misses Potts, but there's Brown behind the net. Kaloof along the half wall. Tries the wrist shot. That gets blocked by White. Goes out in front. Look out, far side. Score. So a loose puck goes to the far post. And there's the shot. Ritter diving across his crease to try to keep that one out. But not this time. Power play goal for Wake Forest with just 13 seconds left in the period to regain the lead. Bit of an unfortunate bounce. Some jawing back and forth after the goal, and Arnold still talking to the official. But not much you can do at this point. 13 seconds left in the end. On top of that, Salfia takes a penalty after the goal. So Wake Forest goes right back on the power play. Hard around the boards. Potts keeps it in. Potts still with it. Wrist shot, too late. Stopped by Ritter anyway. But a wild ending to the second. And some carryover power play time for Wake Forest. We're done after 2. Wake Forest 4, Charlotte 3. We'll be right back for the finish of this one. All right, and the teams are back on the ice, getting ready for the third period. Charlotte trails Wake Forest 4-3. And still have 1:47 to kill on the power play for Wake Forest. Salfia with the penalty after the Wake Forest goal, very late in the second period, just 13 seconds remaining. It was 3-2 after one, but Charlotte struck back to get the tie score. There you see Arnold with the initial shot right there. The deflection by Miller in front of the net. Didn't see this live, but you can see it right there. Arnold with the initial shot. Miller standing there with his stick about waist high. Deflects that one in. Tied the game at 3, and then on the power play, Wake Forest pressing in front. Loose puck trickles to the far side. And there you see Ritter sprawling across, trying to stop it unsuccessfully. And that penalty by Salfia after the whistle. And here we are in the third period. Wake Forest with a chance to extend their lead back to 2. McKean. Arnold confronts him in the neutral zone, turns it over. Taken away by Miller. Look, Miller tried to get it up to Arnold. Miller still with it. Finally has the puck taken away. But Miller with a clean takeaway in the neutral zone. Now Ryan Burke behind his net. Doesn't get all of that clear. Miller has it. Goes back to Burke. Up to the blue line. Not out. Kept in. Salvaletti. Back to Salvaletti. Give and go. Chest saved by Ritter. Loose puck to the side. Blocked by McCoy. And he clears it all the way down. Fantastic job by McCoy to break up that second opportunity. McKean across the line. Back to McKean, looking for Karras. Karras, he goes down. Burke loses his stick and a glove. Bouncing puck in the slot. Burke still with it, and MacArthur cleans up, gets it out of the zone. Weird makes Mueller retreat back. Skates out from behind his net. Just 5 seconds left on the man advantage. McKean building up speed. Spins around MacArthur, but then Broski breaks it up. McKean goes down. We're back to even strength. Charlotte successfully kills the penalty off to Salfia. See if they can't build off of that. Aquila through the neutral zone with speed. Goes around Robertson. There's Root. MacArthur kept it in. Burke eventually keeps it in, actually gets a wrist shot on net. Easy stop by Colangelo. No traffic in front, just snares that one. Good battle along the boards. And there you see Colangelo. Sees that one all the way. Perfect angle of it from our camera. No trouble with it. Top line goes out there for their first shift of the period with Sean Burke and Broski at the point. Gilmartin right on net. We saw this last week and as well as last night be successful. Gilmartin on the draw instead of Arnold. On his forehand going towards the net with it. Miller and Arnold charging the net. Let's see if it works this time as well. This time Wake Forest wins it back. Broski gets a piece of it. Can't keep it in and now has to hustle back. And a bit of a dive there as Broski goes after the puck. Now it's Potts, but Sean Burke cleans up. Gilmartin all the way across for Miller. Beautiful saucer pass. Miller comes into the zone. He just wrists it on net, and Colangelo gathers it in up against his chest. And Miller not one to shy away from a shot. He's got one tonight. 32 on the season for Andrew Miller. A lot of battling out of the faceoff. McCoy with the shot off the chest of Colangelo. Salfia hustles to keep it in. Gilmartin, backhander towards the net, goes all the way through. McCoy can't keep it in. No icing. Oh, what a reception by Miller on the pass by McCoy. Slap shot high and wide. Gilmartin towards the net, misses everybody. Miller to Arnold. Backhanded to the slot, nobody there. McCoy. Boy, what a pass by McCoy from his own zone through two Wake Forest players to get it onto the stick of Miller. And now Adams, drop pass, mishandled. Tried to go back to Adams, but unsuccessful was Golden with that pass. Kept his zone, Golden and McCoy. Now it's Adams. Adams along the goal line. Adams just skates on in. Nobody came in front of him. And he just hammers Gilmartin into the boards. But Gilmartin gets checked by Adams, and that's going to be a penalty. Adams with a cross check on Gilmartin as he goes to the bench. Gilmartin's down holding his knee. Gilmartin was going for a change. Behind the play, and he's still down on the ice. Andrew Adams, who had just finished with a good hard clean check on Gilmartin along the half wall, just absolutely levels him right in the kidneys as he's going to the bench for a change. And Gilmartin is seated on the bench, still holding his knee. And you hope he's all right, but now the referees have to discuss, is this a major penalty? Because they blew the whistle immediately after it happened. And if you can hear some of the fans calling for 5 minutes in a game misconduct. But certainly would not be surprised to see 5 minutes up on the board. Dirty play away from the puck. As the officials discuss it with the captains of both teams. And we'll see momentarily what they have in store for Adams, who as of now is still in the penalty box. Doesn't look like he's going to get the gate. But 3:59 into the third. Charlotte will go on the power play. It's just a matter of for how long. It'll be a neutral zone draw. Still waiting for the penalty to go up on the board. And right now, crowd cheering their team on. See if they can't find an equalizer on this power play. They have 2 minutes on the board, but I'm not sure if that's accurate. Ibrahim has actually gone to the box as well. And somehow out of all that, we're skating 4-on-4. And I'm a bit puzzled myself as to how this is 4-on-4 hockey after that cross-check by Adams. Gilmartin still sitting down on the bench. Has not gone to the locker room, but he's definitely seated, still in some discomfort, holding his knee. And we're right back at it. I'm astonished that this is 4-on-4. Each team got 2 minutes. Adams and Ibrahim. And now another delayed call against Charlotte. To the point, Mueller winds up for the slap shot, gets blocked into the netting. The official, high sticking call against Weirden. And suddenly Wake Forest is going to go on a 4-on-3 man advantage. Must say some questionable officiating in this one. I'm astonished that the cross-check that resulted in an injury only got 2 minutes. And Ibrahim's retaliation garnered the same penalty. Charlotte bench all standing, all except for Gilmartin, who is at the end of the bench, sitting down. And we'll keep an eye on him. Wake Forest, Mueller goes cross ice, McKean. Lots of room out there, 4-on-3. McKean fakes the shot, drops it back to Mueller. Mueller, wrist shot, off the post, and it snuck out the other side. Burke sweeps it aside. Oh, what a chance for Wake Forest. Now Mueller with the slap shot, blocked in front, Ryan Burke. And Burke into his own bench. Look out. Boy, what a chance that was. There's the wrist shot. You see off the left post, right behind the left pad of Ritter, squeaks out the other side. But still a 4-3 game. 46 seconds remaining before Adams and Ibrahim come out of the box to make it 5-on-4, barring any other penalties. LaRoe walks the line, back to Brown. LaRoe at the high point. He plays catch with Mueller. Mueller from the faceoff dot. Mueller still with it. Quick shot. Ritter gets a piece of it. Bounces out. Across to Mueller again. Mueller tries to go to Brown. Bouncing puck. And it's cleared by Arnold. Wake Forest tried to catch Charlotte in a change. That shot's blocked by Burke, rather. And Miller dumps it all the way down. We're about to go 5-on-4. Salvaletti. He's pressured by Miller. Goes behind the back, looking for Adams, who's back on the ice. Not sure if we'll see any retribution with a close game like this. Gerasimu out. MacArthur was looking. Miller was trying to streak in shorthanded, but it's knocked down and sent right back in. And that does it for the Wake Forest power play. Charlotte survives and has 13.5 minutes to find the tying goal in this one. Weird comes flying out of the box. He immediately causes a turnover. Kept in the zone just for a second by Broski. That one bounces in on Ritter. Dangerous. Bounced about 3 feet in front of Ritter. Seems simple enough, but that puck, if it's on edge and it bounces in front of you, Ritter does a nice job by getting out as much as he can, cutting off the puck's angle, making sure it can't bounce around him or through. Does the safe play and just covers it up. White, good face-off win, back to McCoy. Touch pass over to Salfia. Salfia feathers it in. Ray and Weirden forecheck. Weirden, solid check, and he's going to take another penalty. Delayed call against Weirden. This is going to be boarding on him. In the meantime, what a play by Salfia to break that chance up. And they finally blow it dead. But Weirden takes a boarding penalty. And from my angle, it looked like it would have been a clean hit. But the defender turned his back, and Weirden ends up hitting him in the numbers. So again, Charlotte, and actually Weirden's getting the gate. Weirden gets a game misconduct. He got a 5 minute game misconduct along with a 5-minute major. And I'm really at a loss for words. If that's a 5-minute major in a game, how the same did not fall onto Adams on the check to Gilmartin. Lot of work to be done here by the 49ers, trying to kill off a 5-minute major with 12:44 to play. Down by 1. With one of their better penalty killers, done for the night. Gilmartin doesn't seem like he's having any chance of coming back. And now here comes Ray. Ray moves in. Can't get a shot off. That one's blocked by Robertson. Ray gets taken down to the ice. 2-on-2 battle along the boards. A lot of adrenaline flowing right now. Both teams. Heated exchanges every time they collide. Potts. Down for Brown. Brown goes all the way back to the point. Robertson. Back to Potts. Potts. McCoy pressures him. Now Brown. Potts. Sticked away by Ray. Now he dumps. Look out. In front of the net. Good stick by Ritter to break up that centering pass. Wrist shot from the point. Good left pad save by Ritter. Salfia all the way up. But kept in by Robertson. But into the netting it goes. So 57 seconds gone by on the 5-minute major to Weirden. As still some discussions with the 49er bench with the officials. Charlotte wins the draw back. Burke up around the boards but kept in by McKean. Back to McKean along the half wall. To the point. Adams. Back to McKean. Arnold on him. Back to McKean. Cross-ice pass. Wrist shot off a stick. Ryan Burke with the deflection. Karras to the point. Adams. Wrist shot. Stick to side with a purpose by Ritter. To the slot. Now down low. As McKean gets rocked from behind. Adams winds up, fires it, blocked again. Now it's LaRoe. For Karras. Karras can't find the handle. Ryan Burke gets a stick on it, but can't get it out. Burke challenges again, but now it's Karras. To the top of the faceoff dot. Crossed by LaRoe to McKean. McKean at the blue line. LaRoe goes behind the net. It's Karras. Back to McKean. A lot of possession time. Trying to find an angle. A good stick by Burke. Sean Burke preventing that chance for Karras. Karras still with it. Karras cross-ice pass. Look out! Save made by Ritter! Cross-ice pass got deflected right onto the tape. As you see right there, Ritter goes left to right. Makes the save, doesn't give up a rebound. Nearly halfway done on this 5-minute major. Potts. Broski all over him. 2-on-2 battle along the boards. Brown to the point. Robertson back to Brown. Good stick by Marino, but it still gets to Root. Root wrist shot. That gets deflected by Potts wide. Kalu. Boy, Root wanted that pass across. MacArthur. He goes down 2-on-2. Lots of bodies on the ice. Battling for it. Potts can't knock it down. Girasimo knocks him to the ice hard. And now a whistle blown. And it looked like Kaloof had a chin strap come loose, and the linesman blew it dead. Give both teams a chance to regroup with 1:50 left on the 5-minute major, and the faceoff will actually come out of the zone. Because it was a Wake Forest player with the equipment issue. Aquila and White, the forward group. Girasimo and Broski on defense. Aquila wins it back. Clean to Broski. Broski gets hooked, and no call as it leads right to a shot. Misses, thankfully, wide. But Broski was hooked on the play and led directly to a turnover. Nothing called. Sovoletti to the point. Angled pass comes all the way through the slot, and Browski backhands it out as White challenges Mueller. Mueller uses his body, now comes up the ice, builds up some speed, feathers it into the zone. Girasimu. And he's taken off the puck hard by Mueller. Again, no call. He never played the puck. Wake Forest keeps it in. Behind the back pass. Good touch pass there. Ritter with a nice play with his stick to keep that one out of danger. Score! Saul Valetti at the last second decides to shoot, and he finds some room high to the blocker side of Ritter. There you see it looked like he was looking to pass the entire time. Decides at the last moment, turns around and fires it. Perhaps catching Ritter off balance. And with 49 seconds left in this major, valiant effort by Charlotte in their own zone, but again, some questionable officiating. .8:33 remaining in the third. 5-3 Wake Forest. I'm not sure what the discussion is. As the referees go to the Charlotte bench. Power play goal by Sovoletti. Second power play goal of the night for Wake Forest. And looks like we're ready to get back underway. McCoy backhands it to the neutral zone as far as it gets. Hard wraparound. McCoy waits for it. And that goes high into the netting. And it'll stay in the Charlotte zone with 33 seconds left on the man advantage for Wake Forest. They win it back all the way around. It does come out of the zone. Robertson unable to keep in. McCoy with a good check on Kaloof. McCoy then dumps it all the way down. Ibrahim will be the one coming out of the box here in seconds. Wake Forest across the line. Brown out of the zone, and we're back to 5-on-5. With 7:35 remaining. Still time for Charlotte to draw even. Salfia. Miller with it. Tried to get it all the way around. Mueller knocked it down. Up to the point. Shot from the point gets taken wide. That one goes into the bench. That'll stay in the Wake Forest zone. Gilmartin is on the ice for the first time since taking that cross check by Adams. Out there with his line mates. Gilmartin to the front of the net. It goes all the way through. Sean Burke to the net. That one deflected wide. And the Dewey Decons able to come out with it. Adams. Arnold comes after him. Rubs him out. Wake Forest though still with possession. Off the stick of LaRoe. He can't handle it. Gilmartin tries to scoop it all the way down. Again, he's hit by Adams once again near the bench. Gilmartin tried to send it behind his own net. That's intercepted in front of the net. Goes off a stick. And Charlotte's able to break out. 3-on-2 if they hustle. Burke waits, looking to make a play. Gilmartin Off his stick. Ryan Burke again. Hesitates. Tried to get it over to Fawcett. Couldn't pull the trigger on it. And now Adams comes away with it. But kept in again by Burke. Fawcett has it go off his stick. Goes behind the net. Broski. Feeds Miller. Miller wires one from the point, just wide. Up the boards, kept in by Hirosimu. Bouncing puck, hits a skate and goes to the side. And some more pushing and shoving in front of the net. After the whistle. Not sure what's to come of this. I mentioned that in the second period, the referees were letting a lot of things go. And when you let things go, things can get ugly in a hurry. Looks like matching minors, though. It's like Fawcett and Froelich will each go for 2 minutes. So 4-on-4, lots of space. And I can see here Gil Martin on the bench sitting back down after he took that shift. We'll see if he's able to still continue. And it looks like Charlotte's going to get the extra penalty. And the extra penalty goes to Fawcett. What looked like it was going to be 4-on-4. Another power play for Wake Forest, and I honestly can't believe it. Looked like two of them were just going at it, both of them going to the box. Fawcett gets an extra 2. And now another an unsportsmanlike conduct to the bench, it looks like, of Charlotte. And it's getting ugly on the bench. Wrist shot from the point gets blocked, and now it's supposed to be 5-on-3 now for Charlotte. They dropped the puck when it was 5-on-4. So that's on the referees. If they called another unsportsmanlike to be 5-on-3, then they're responsible to make sure the right amount of players are on the ice. And that puck was dropped with 5-on-4 hockey. Up on the scoreboard, there's 2 penalties for Charlotte. So, mass confusion by the officials here late in the third. And they can discuss it at the scorer's box. He called it unsportsmanlike conduct before the puck drop, but remained 5-on-4 on the ice before he finally blows it dead and says there's too many men on the ice for Charlotte. It's a shame that this game has come to this, because this game has gone back and forth all night. And now a 5-on-3 advantage for Wake Forest. Root. McKean. Stick save by Ritter into the netting as McKean let one loose from the top of the faceoff circle. A minute 38 left on this 5-on-3 advantage for Wake Forest. Salvaletti skates all the way in. That goes off a stick. A left pad saved by Ritter, and he eventually covers up. That went off the stick of Hirosimu. Tried to center it, and you see Ritter dragging his left pad down along the ice. Otherwise, that was going in the back of the net. Salvaletti. Back to Root. Now Salvaletti skates into the faceoff dot. He lets one rip off the shoulder of Ritter, who came out to challenge him. Mueller at the point. Mueller. McKean circles in. Salvaletti again, sending a pass. Urasima blocks it with his skate. Miller pitchforks it all the way down. Charlotte will get some fresh defensemen as Miller comes all the way down the ice. Trying to pressure Colangelo. And Miller hustles all the way back to disrupt that break-in. McKean still with it, though. McKean to the point. Shot blocked by Salfia. And Salfia dives across and gets it out of the zone. Phenomenal effort by Salfia to block the shot and then dives across. Mueller, McKean, and now Root. Back to McKean, wrist shot, that's blocked by Arnold and out of the zone. 27 seconds left on this 5-on-3. Cross comes Wake Forest. Back to the point. Salvaletti. Wrist backhander there, just misses on the shoulder side of Ritter. Mueller winds up, fires, blocked by Arnold all the way down again. And that will do it. 2 minutes of 5-on-3. And Wake Forest comes up empty, but just 3:50 left now in this game for Charlotte to get 2 goals. Great job by the penalty killers. Charlotte has to go on the attack to try to get back even. Mueller angled off the boards, comes out. Salfia intercepts. Through the neutral zone. Wake Forest in no hurry. Charlotte has to force the issue now. McCoy kept it in just for a second, gets tied up. MacArthur regathers. MacArthur across the blue line. Tries to backhand it in front. That's taken away by Mueller. Up the boards all the way down. No icing as it goes off the stick of Aquila. McCoy. His cross-ice pass is intercepted in the neutral zone. Wake Forest will simply just play defense through the neutral zone and force Charlotte to carry it. MacArthur backhands one all the way around. Colangelo stops it for Adams. Adams pressured by Aquila. Again, Wake Forest playing safe. Salfia misses MacArthur. Adams regathers in his own zone. 2:20 to play in the third. McCoy intercepts. Comes across the blue line. Hip check there. Loses possession. Stays on his feet. And a shoulder check. That one comes outside. Delayed offside, but Charlotte has it again. White, cross for Arnold. Wake Forest just smothering defense right now in the neutral zone. Under 2 minutes to play. Have to keep an eye on Ritter. McCoy. Arnold chips in. They need possession, though, and they're not getting it right now. And Wake Forest on the counterattack, 2-on-1. Here's McKean. McKean with the wrister off the glove, and it's tapped into the net. Ritter got a piece of it with his glove. It bounced behind him and tapped into the net on the counterattack, 2-on-1. I said they had to go on the attack to try to break even. And the 2-on-1 rebound gets tapped in, and that'll pretty much put this one away. 6-3 Wake Forest. Nice effort by Ritter. Got his glove up. Got enough to keep it out initially, but the puck lands behind him, sits on the goal line, and tapped in. So that'll pretty much salt this one away. But now we have to watch for extracurricular activity. Here in the waning moments. Check by Williams. Bumped off the puck is Ibrahim. Ray with some nice moves to get around LaRue. Intercepted by Wake Forest. Out of zone they come. Just 52 seconds left. So Valetti had the tap in, his second of the night. Ryan Burke skating through the neutral zone. Ritter now goes to the bench for the extra man. Built a 3-goal lead here. Intercepted by Arnold. Arnold across the line. MacArthur, pass gets blocked. Still loose in front. That one shot wide by Arnold. That one goes all the way through and out of the zone with just 10 seconds left now. Taken away and scooped out of the zone, and that'll pretty much do it from Charlotte. A disappointing end to this regular season here on home ice. A 6-3 defeat at the hands of Wake Forest. And some of the fans letting the officials know how they feel about this because they let a lot of things go in the second period, culminated in a lot of things called against Charlotte in the third period. As the teams get through the handshake line with no issue. But plenty of controversy with the way this game played out. It was anybody's game all the way up until about the situation with Adams and Gilmartin. But that does it. Your final score, Wake Forest 6, your Charlotte 49ers 3. This is Greg Machopoulos. Thank you once again for joining us for Charlotte 49ers hockey, this being senior night and the last home game of the season. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next season.